Who the fuck is this guy?
He's from NSYNC.
JC. I don't know who JC is.
JC Chazé.
JC Chazé.
Something like that.
Chases. JC Chazé. That's kind of a badass name. JC Chazé. Is from NSYNC. 48 years old. This guy looks 30. Well, we need to replace some famous people. Because I'm sure JC would love to play NJ. For sure. Not JT, but JC and NJ? Okay. JC loves NJ. Not JT. You know?
The results were otherwise unremarkable.
Happy National Edge Day there, you little tall drink of non-alcoholic beer. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Speakeasy for another episode of your new favorite solo podcast, Unremarkable. Guys, another Weekends with Dad during Sober October. Boo. Real boring. I'm miserable. You can't tell because we're having fun here, you know? When you get, you know, when you only get to see Dad on the weekend, I gotta be a little on. You know what I mean? I'm your host, your little other non-alcoholic drink of water, Gonzo Gazpacho. On all the socials, guys, do the following, the like and subscribe and all that shit. Unremarkable Pod, YouTube, Spotify, Unremarkable.pod, everywhere else, basically. Not an eventful week here, guys. And it really doesn't feel that eventful when you got yourself a sugar-free Red Bull sweet tea. Made it myself. Had to boil the Red Bull. That's how it's sugar-free. That's how you get the sugar out of it. It's Mio, you know? I don't know. Yeah, put a little Mio in it. It's not bad. Actually, you know, it's not bad. I like a sugar-free Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull too often, but when I wanna taste the chemicals, you know, sometimes you want to taste the chemicals. I've been on a energy drink kick, which I haven't really been in a while, but being with the sober mess that I am. My memory's worse off. Kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I need caffeine. I need me a fizzy drink is what I need. A little fizz, a little bubbly drink. National Edge Day, really unfortunate name for what it is. It's for straight edge. It's celebrating being straight edge. I don't know why you would They're like, guys, can we... It's a little wordy, guys. National Straight Edge Day is a little wordy. What about National Woman Road Warrior Day? That was a lot. Guys, you gotta... I mean, what you need is a new team of people figuring out these national holidays. Because there's already too many. There's too many. You got... Every day is 5 different national holidays. We just get our pickings. You know what I mean? It's T-ball at that point. But National Edge Day, not as fun as it sounds. Not as fun as it sounds. It actually sounds like, you know, I don't know, having to go to church, you know? Somewhere where there's no open bar. I feel like there should be a bar in churches. Why not? You know? Christians drink, man. Catholics drink, man. Jewish people, I don't think... Jewish people drink. Jewish people drink pretty good, no? Muslims don't drink. Right? That's the only one, I think, really, that doesn't drink. Even the Amish drink. And I feel like that's its own religion is Amish. Real cult shit. You know, the only thing that separates the Amish from being a full-on cult is giving the children a chance to get the hell out of town, and I do mean town, for about a week. And, you know, you take some poppers, you know, you fuck a black girl. Never seen that, huh? Never seen a black girl before. Not even images, I think. Yeah, they got to sneak around cell phones. It's like prison. It's like prison. Except, you know, prison could be a little bit more fun with the butter churning and the, you know, healthy eating, you know, seeing the stars at night and kicking your wool socks around and drinking homemade wine. Homemade wine is very good. Homemade wine is very good, and I know it is because I've had it. Made by, I mean, I hate to say it, but a real hick, you know? Can I say that on air? A real hick, man. And they're good times sometimes. Hicks. Not rednecks. I feel like that there's a difference there. Hicks are like, I think less clouded racist. Because rednecks don't have to be racist. But most of them are clouded racists. Where they go, that wasn't I'm not racist. Well, that's not up to you because you've never lived anywhere with anybody else. You've had like 3 black friends in your life, or at least black people around you. Really, the kind of black people that shouldn't be giving N-word passes out. You know, I hate to be a white guy setting the rules or anything, but if you're a black dude somewhere in like Kansas, never had other black friends, like you've never been in the you know, the arena, okay, you're not passing out passes. You just can't. I think that most people would agree with me. I think Mos Def would agree with me. What's his name now? Talib Kweli? No, that's not it. Yeah, Mos Def. Straight edge, Mos Def. I think he's straight edge. I think he's not been drinking for a very long time.
Yasin Bey.
Yasin Bey, thank you. I don't know whose name I was just about to say. But, I call him Mos Def. I don't, a lot of the time I don't call him Yasin Bey. Mostly because I don't remember. Not because I don't respect the new life. Hitchhiker's Guide. Wonderful movie. Real good. I can't wait for the planetary eviction. I can't wait. Either we all die here or we leave. I'm not going to be first in line to go to space. I don't do space. I don't want to be at sea. I don't want to be in space. I want to be right here on land, preferably where hurricanes don't happen. Hurricane Milton, everybody. Hurricane Milton really fucked up Florida, pretty sure. You got to come prepared when you have to rebuild every other year. I don't understand how these places, there's certain places that should not be inhabitable. You understand? Lake Havasu City, you're on my list. Should not be on a map anywhere. Shouldn't be Googleable. Okay? We love you, but good God. Atmospheric warnings. I've lived there before. Atmospheric warnings you get. And it's mostly whites that live there. Real lake rats. Real saddlebag skin having people. Can't get enough of the sun. They're probably immune to skin cancer at this point. Good for you. Other than that, it's just depressed locals that have lived there forever. And snowbirds, the people that, don't usually live there all year, but have a real nice house for when it gets to be hurricane season in Florida. Maybe they got a house at Lake Havasu City. They want to go down there, and it's not that bad that time of year. It's not 125 degrees at that time of year, and it's also not flooded. Milton is, by the way, the least alarming name I've ever seen given to a hurricane. When Milton comes, Milton is straight edge for sure. Milton gets offered a beer for mowing your lawn, and he goes, "No way, Jose. No way." Doesn't want anything about it. Tropical cyclone basin. Yeah, hurricane, badass. Hurricanes are badass. But, you know, shout out Asheville. Shout out. What's the other place? What's the Florida place that got hit?
Tampa.
St. Petersburg. I don't know how that really went for you guys. Haven't heard too much about it. Haven't heard. I don't know anybody in Tampa. Is why I haven't heard anything about Tampa. Also, usually don't have to follow the weather in Florida. I don't need to pay attention to any of that. But I'm trying not to talk about politics. Dad's trying not to be pissed today. So, you know, there's some topics are just off limits. I can't have a drink. And that's pretty much why. How much anger am I supposed to feel already? I mean, you know. Joseph Malinowski, a.k.a. Lieutenant Dan, was one of the guys down there in Florida there somewhere, probably the Tampa area, on a 20-foot sailboat, a.k.a. Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, this guy stuck it out. God told him to do it. God did. Bless. God did, and he's fine. You know why you're fine, though, Dan? It's because you weren't landlocked and your boat wasn't over 20 feet long. Pretty incredible, though. Dan is missing a leg. Oh, shit. Well, he's not fine then, right? You can't go, I'm okay, when you're missing a leg. How many people were like, was it like that before? Just took it right off, clean, sealed it up and everything. Yeah. Tommy's got a lot of tattoos. Tommy might not be able to rent a home, I think, is why God did. He goes, I need some answers. I don't know what to do. I can't really travel by foot up this peninsula. My feet hurt already, God. You're all robots. Malinowski said, you're all sheep following the masses. Buddy. Do you see shadow people, Tommy? Do you see shadow people? Usually when somebody says God told me to do it, they are on crystal meth. Let's not assume that Tommy ain't on something, okay? Don't know how big the problem is in Tampa with the fun stuff. But Tommy wasn't a storm chaser before this, I'm assuming. Okay? Journalists on X. Okay, that's another thing. A lot of people can go and express concern on Twitter, and by the way, the most racist place on the planet. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The most racist place on the planet. Worse than Iran, I hear. Worse than Iran. What's up with that beautiful smile, Tommy? Let's see them teeth. I got money on it now. This fucking guy is a nutcase. And I'm here for it. Tommy, you know why you don't... Well, I mean, it's obvious. You don't drive out of state with one leg. There's not a lot of prospects in owning a vehicle when you only have one leg, okay? The shoe comes off that thing and gets stuck under one of your pedals, probably the brake, you know? And next thing you know, you're just full sail into backed up traffic. Full sail because he's on a little sailboat. She could sit. I hope this is the only update that we got for Tommy. This is an American hero, Tommy Malinowski. I don't know what kind of last name is Malinowski. Is it Jewish, or am I racist for thinking? Is that me? Is that being anti-Semitic? Saying Malinowski's Jewish? I've said it 100 times before. I'm learning on the pod. I'm learning wild Polish and Jewish. Oof. So either Jewish or Polak, huh? All right. I don't know any Polak jokes. I know some people that love Polak jokes, though. And it's just, you're calling them stupid, is all it is. Apparently Polish people are stupid. That's not my words. That's not my words. It's just the generalization I've made from the Polak jokes that I've heard. Is Polak a slur? No idea. No idea. Pretty sure it's just something that, like, you know, I feel like that's something somebody in the 1950s was like, who was invaded? And you're like, the Polacks. See, you know, smoking a gigantic cigarette. Not a cigar, just a fucking yellow filter this fat. Just sucking down the depression, huh? Real good. The invention of spaghetti. Pores. Pores are fun. Ask Tommy. I don't know where you get a sailboat from. Where do you get a 20-foot sailboat? There were pictures of him around the police, maybe to try and stop him from stealing somebody's. But you get your ass kicked by a one-legged man. I mean, you're not going to survive a hurricane. That's for sure. If you can't outfight or outrun a one-legged man, and why doesn't he have a prosthetic? It doesn't seem like he has a prosthetic. Overnight sensation. And this is my problem here. I mean, okay. Lieutenant Dan, you know, better than the Hawktua girl. Are these mugshots?
Oh my God, yeah.
That's 18 mugshots right there. That is 18 mugs. So I wasn't wrong. Good looking fella there in the fourth one. Tommy, get it together, Tommy. 18 arrests. For what? What has he been arrested for? He was a good looking guy, and then all of a sudden, by the way, did he have both of his legs at any point in these arrests? How long did this go on for, Tommy? We need to know. We got to talk to you. I wonder if Trump backed Tommy. Of course he did. I don't fear the storm. God damn. Is what I'm saying adding up yet, guys? At all. I don't fear the storm. God spoke to me. Shit. Malinowski told the outlet on Wednesday in an interview from his boat, of course. Where else is he going to be on Wednesday? I don't fear anything but the government. The police, the mayor, everyone's trying to get me to leave in the worst way. So I don't understand. Well, you went full sail into the storm. You weren't scared of the storm. I guess you're running away from the police.
The police.
That's how he says it, I'm sure. Listen, this guy punching a police officer in the nose. Awesome. Pretty cool. This was a couple years ago in April. That was one of his arrests. I mean, this guy's going to have a cult by the end of the year. For sure. For sure. Just a limp prosthetic leg up on a pedestal. Waiting for his arrival. Tommy probably fucks like the Dickens. God damn. Pumping away with one leg. That's got to be insane. Malinowski tried unsuccessfully to represent himself in court in the case and was convicted by a jury after a trial that lasted less than 1 day. No shit. Good. Okay, so a jury in Florida did their job. Okay, a little bit of faith restored. Yeah, they were saying to the like mayor and the sheriff and shit down in Tampa. Do you have any wise words for the people that don't want to evacuate their homes? And they're like, write your information on your arm so that we could at least identify you that way. How insane that would be. Well, I mean, Asheville knows. They're finding bodies floating up, I guess, or something down there in Asheville. I'm not even going to talk shit about Asheville. I'm not even going to talk shit about North Carolina. What an insane thing. But Florida's got it coming. Asheville's beautiful. I'd love to go. Guys, I swear to God, the next 3 shows I do in Asheville are all benefit shows. That's an easy promise to make, I guess. I'm the only one losing anything from it. Well, not true. If you come to the show, there's gotta be 227 people have died. The toll is only growing. The rivers are giving up. Oh, God, the rivers are giving up the dead. That's a fucking sentence right there. That's poetic, was what that was. The rivers are giving up the dead. Landslides are yielding corpses. All right. Man. Yeah. Bridges condemned, roadways eviscerated, and whole towns. Swannanoa Hot Springs obliterated. Personal terror I felt that morning is nothing compared to the rage I feel on behalf of those unnecessarily lost, those displaced, struggling to access too few services. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I won't even listen. I'm not an economist. I don't know about what resources we have to share with Asheville. I'm sure there are. You want to do a fucking can drive. You want to do a canned food drive and send people Ziploc bags of fucking dog food because this is what America's come to. You know what I mean? It's any kind of shit like that where it's like, hey, you want to, I'm just getting myself some fucking way too big of beers from the gas station. And they're like, you want to donate to the children's hospital? You already have. I'm just paying your tab. Fuck you. This is the way that any kind of tax deductible donations are made by companies and rich people can go fuck themselves. Unless you're a rich person and just doing it, whatever, and it just so happens that it's tax deductible. Good on you. That's just wise, I guess. But when you're, not to get too specific, running for office and selling watches and shoes, capping out at a rate that, wouldn't harm you in the tax bracket, then maybe you're a piece of shit. Maybe you're not a person. We're going to get into the more positives here, guys, I promise. That one. It's been a really weird week. Seemingly uneventful with the fun stuff. But eventful nonetheless, I guess. Listen, if you didn't buy yourself some boogie boards, this is what the government had told them. I'm pretty sure they're out there in Asheville, North Carolina. If you didn't, like we told you, budget for some floaties and boogie boards and just move, then maybe you're in the wrong, okay? You get your dog. Listen, it's an adventure. You get you and your dog and your kid on a boogie board and take your ass down to South Carolina. I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know what's neighboring Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah, a lot of negatives this week. Listen, last week, and we had it coming. Last week was all positives. It was all positives. And then this week, you got the floods. Justin Timberlake canceled on New Jersey. Fuck. I mean, what else? What else could go wrong? Justin Timberlake fighting for his life to not be on tour anymore. I mean, we had a little while ago, he had been arrested, and that turned out to be bullshit. It was a DUI, right? And that ended up being bullshit because he's Justin Timberlake and they weren't going to arrest. We'll take a mugshot, Justin. But we can't keep you in here with these criminals. He's too soft. He's got soft hands. Everybody's going to want to get pulled off. And he doesn't have the upper body strength for all of them. Okay? That's a lot of tugging away. Undisclosed injury this time is what he's postponing New Jersey for. And when you're on a tour, how do you postpone anything? You just fucking cancel, don't you? You're like, guys, rain check. New Jersey, rain check.
They did. They
Hell no.
rescheduled for October 15th.
If I'm Justin Timberlake, I see New Jersey on the docket and I go, ew. No, thank you. That's if I'm Justin Timberlake. If I'm me, I want to do shows. If I'm me, I'm taking the bookings. If I'm me, I'm doing all the shows I can in New Jersey because I want to play New Jersey. I love to play New Jersey. Why wouldn't I? You guys are amazing. But if I'm Justin Timberlake, I'm going yucky. Okay? Because I'm Justin Timberlake at that point. I got these soft hands and nice voice and, boyish charm, even though I'm like 50 years old. He's got to be like, he's like 45 or something now. I don't know. Listen, Justin Timberlake is looking, he's got one foot out the door. Okay? He didn't want to do this tour from the beginning. He didn't. We saw. He's been looking for a way out. He's fighting for his life. Who is forcing you? He's just like Frankie Valli. Who is forcing you to perform? Justin Timberlake. JT. Nod twice. If you need some help. He's 43. I was close. I was very close. Very soft. I lost a little respect, not going to lie, when I found out he's like besties with Jimmy Fallon. Don't like Fallon. Don't like Fallon. Me, I don't like Fallon. Love New Jersey. I don't think he's from New Jersey. I just want to make sure that you guys know. Goose loves Asheville. Goose loves New Jersey. Book me. Needed. I need to travel, and so do you. We need to plan a little getaway. Oof. His songwriting partners are Chase's, Beyonce, JC. I don't know who JC is.
JC Chazé.
JC Chazé.
Something like that.
Chases. JC Chazé. That's kind of a badass name. Timbaland. Who the fuck is this guy?
He's from NSYNC.
JC Chazé is from NSYNC. This guy looks 30. 48 years old. Well, we need to replace some famous people because I'm sure JC would love to play NJ. For sure. Not JT, but JC and NJ? Okay. JC loves NJ, not JT. You know? Timbaland. Writing, producer. I don't know how much Timbaland actually wrote, but Diddy being a writing partner. Diddy didn't write any of his own shit. 50 Cent would always write for Diddy. Justin. We've heard Diddy's bars before. He wrote for you? What songs? Need to know. I love Justin Timberlake. I love Justin Timberlake's older music. Not what's in Target right now. Fair? Never made it to vinyl, probably. This was the age of CDs, though. Justin Timberlake. The age of CDs. Big. And I feel like that's wrong for me to say, because there was an age for CDs when I was young, but I didn't have iPod or anything like that. I didn't have a Zune or nothing until I was like 16, and there they are. Oh my God!
It's like the casting couch in reverse.
Groomed. Diddy groomed all these young men. I'm going to call it now. We need interviews. 5 grown men taken advantage of by a powerful black man. That's empowerment right there. 5-on-1, they go, that's unfair. Diddy goes, yeah, it is. And then, he's got a finger for each of you. Very cool. I never took Diddy for a strong writer. I never did. The songs just weren't great. That's it. The beats, the instrumentals, the production was good. It was great. It was okay. A lot of the time it was good. But a lot of the time it bombed. Really bad. Really fucking bad. So disrespectful to do to Led Zeppelin what they did. But listen, I don't make the rules. I'm not in charge of whoever is making these decisions, and I don't have a choice in their decisions. I think I should. At this point, I mean, what could we fucking lose? Things are going to shit. Got a couple flooded places. I'm pretty sure Flint isn't doing that well. Wherever it was with the vinyl in the water, pretty sure they're fucked too. And now Justin Timberlake refusing to play New Jersey. We'll see what happens with that. I'll come if the conditions are right. Yeah, we need Frankie Valli giving Justin Timberlake some encouraging advice, some encouraging words, and it won't really look like Frankie's talking. It's just noises coming out of his mouth hole. Not a lot of facial expressions from Frankie, and you don't want to see that happen to Justin Timberlake. But you can't make false promises, JT. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You got to perform, man. You got to be on like a monkey in Brazil. Chugging away. Chugging some beers. A monkey was caught, it looked like he was sitting on a trash can just chugging a beer, which is fun. I can attest to that. I wouldn't have a problem with my afternoon plans being sitting on a trash can and chugging a beer. That's just Wednesday, baby. That's just a good time, is what that is. I don't know if they named this monkey. Not a chimp, little monkey, right? He's so small he's not a chimp. Or is he? Tail. He has a tail. Chimps don't have tails. That's the thing, right? That's the deciding. Pretty sure that's how you can tell, besides them being, tiny. Tiny little monkey. Drinking a beer. Really good. Really, I don't know what kind of beer it was. Monkey See, Monkey Brew. Fucking, god damn it. That's not bad. Bottoms up. In the park. What is wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing wrong with that. I don't find anything wrong with this. The public is voicing their concern over this monkey's health. I think he's living his best life, is what I think he's doing. Drinking in the park. Is that 2 of them? Mm-hmm. 2 little monkeys.
Drinking in the park.
Drinking in the park. Not good at rhyming. I don't know. Yeah, animals love getting fucked up. That's what we do. That's kind of what we do. Because have you ever been bored before? and maybe kids won't understand this. You ever been bored? No facet for entertainment. No, nothing coming your way. And you just need a pick-me-up. You're going to have a drink with a buddy like this monkey is what you're going to do. And I think everybody should shut up. Dolphins love getting high. Lemurs love getting high. And they do it in way worse ways. By the way, who's throwing away a full fucking beer at the park? Maybe there's your problem. Maybe there's where your concern should be, is people wasting an entire beer in the park. Are the cops cracking down and you didn't want to get caught with a fucking, 4.5% beer in the park? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Finish it. You're drinking in the park. Good Lord. There's not a slide around. You're not a creep. You're just enjoying your view of the lake or river or whatever that body of water was. New Zealand. No? You said New Zealand, right? That monkey?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, Brazil is where this... Well, honestly, guys, worse things happening in Brazil than a monkey drinking a beer in the park. Just leave him be. Let him live his best life. I don't get where what do you live in a fucking HOA in Brazil? Oh. I don't know if they have HOAs in Brazil. I would hope they didn't. I am against HOAs. I'm not against Brazil. I want to be clear on that. Homeowners associations in Brazil, there can't be, right? There's no fucking way. That's like an American thing. Maybe English. Maybe Canadian. Who else we got? New Zealand. Somewhere where people care about what's tacky. And I don't think that a monkey drinking a beer in a park is tacky. I don't think that's a bad look for the neighborhood. Can I say that? Is that fair? I don't think that's a bad look for the neighborhood. If anything, I'm going to move there. Yeah. If anything, you want that
tourism
happening. That'll attract tourism for sure. People are throwing away full beers. You get Shane Gillis down there. He's a pull. That gets people coming. That gets people to go to where you are. There's a monkey drinking a beer in the park. Or Shane Gillis. Just a couple primal creatures doing what they do, getting hammered while the sun's out. Okay? What? What is wrong with who you should be concerned about? Who you should make sure stays drinking is JoJo Siwa. And I don't know if we have any updates on if her I need to be a fly on the wall and check to make sure she's drinking like I told her to. Because if you were here a few episodes, JoJo Siwa needs to be swimming in the sauce for a little while. I think that's one of the only things that's going to help her take a retrospective look at herself. A real good look in the Coke mirror. JoJo Siwa, not a person. Can we agree? Some people aren't people anymore. I don't think JoJo ever had a chance. And Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Sometimes. I said it last time we talked about JoJo Siwa. I will say it again. There is no God. Okay? There's not. Jesus Christ. Some people do anything for attention that they can. JoJo being one. She was a pageant child, right? There's problems with that. There's not only mental health problems in America, there are things that perpetuate it, okay? Everybody loves a reality TV show. Everyone loves a car crash in real time. A fucking head-on collision with both holding families. Just a absolute train wreck. People love it. She is one. She's like the main one right now. JoJo Siwa, everybody. Absolute mess. Absolutely a nightmare. You cannot let her in your house. There is no way that tornado sirens would not go off if she were in your area. Don't let that thing near your children. I'm an attention whore. You didn't have to tell anybody. You didn't have to say that.
She has a car with her face plastered on.
No shit. Yeah, she got her car wrapped a while ago. A hot pink car, like a Lamborghini or something, with her fucking face and name on it. I mean, you could not pay me to drive a car around with my face all over it. Are you fucking insane? All right, Dad's getting upset.
It's got spinners.
Oh my Christ. Do you remember the era in wrestling? And I'm not a wrestling fan. We're not going to get into the whole... I'm not going to talk about kayfabe or whatever. Kayfab or whatever the fuck all that shit is. But do you remember a point in time in wrestling when the Attitude Era was over? When we were growing up and it became less fun because it was a lot less fuck you and a lot more just showmanship and nobody really knew how to be a showman, and John Cena put a spinner in his belt and all this and that, and I mean you could tell who the number one fan on the planet is when it comes to demographics of John Cena, and there's a reason for that. Let's be honest. Can we be honest here? I feel like this is a good place for vulnerability. I feel like this is a place where I can be brave, where I can be vulnerable. You gotta be retarded to be a fan of this fucking monster. Absolute monster. And the only way I think the only way that this issue can be resolved is stop pointing cameras at the thing and make sure it has a daily allotance of, 2 liters of vodka. Okay? You want to be concerned over the monkey in the park? All right? Be concerned about this. Your children are seeing this, for Christ's sake. God help us. God help us. Save the queen. Kill JoJo. My God, please. And my hand, I didn't even mean for my hands to be doing this. That's a prayer. That's an accidental prayer. I'm putting all these pictures up. This is a monster, is what this is. A full-blown train wreck right in front of God and everybody. And you're encouraging it not to poison itself on a regular basis. Guys, for the love of God, help me. Campaign to poison this animal.
God.
Because she tried doing that. She tried doing that for attention too, making people concerned about her. It's needed. It's needed. You need an intravenous boozing daily. Start boofing cheap vodka because you need to reflect, and I think that's one of the only ways you're going to do it. Good Lord. It's amazing to see how many people mentally are more well off than JoJo Siwa. Financially, no, not so much. But mentally, way more well off than JoJo Siwa. Tom Phillips. Tom Phillips. Wanted fugitive, I think, out there in New Zealand. That one's New Zealand. That's the New Zealand story. Hijacks his children, his 3 kids.
Kidnaps, even maybe.
Yeah, well, let's not disgrace this man too early on. I'm just learning about him. So the guy kidnaps his children 3 years ago. Happens all the time, by the way. Which is why I don't want to put judgment off too early. People take their kids. They're theirs. They're mine. Okay? I don't care what your mom says. We're going to the woods. And yeah, they've just lived feral, I think, for 3 years with the help of I don't know. But they were spotted by a hunter in the fields of wherever the fuck New Zealand, guys. This crazy Kiwi, Tommy Phillips. Love Kiwis, by the way. Some of the nicest people, and I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. You gotta teach the kids young how to survive on their own. And Tommy's the only one being real honest about what is on your own. Okay? What are the kids' ages here? 11, 9, and 8. A lot of pumping Tommy does, huh? Just back-to-back children, really. 2 years is not a long time. That poor woman. That poor woman. Just to have them really stripped away from you. And then go camping for a really long time. Who doesn't like camping? Huh? What? I tell you, all 3 of them are daughters?
No, that's a boy with a mullet.
That's a boy with a mullet. Okay, well, it's hard to tell when they're young. Oh, never mind. No, it's hard to tell when they're young. What's a boy and what's a girl. That's what the hairstyles and the clothes are for, is to be able to separate what's what when they're kids. And then, I'm sure that mullet got pretty long. How do you cut hair in the woods? Some of these kids more well off than others. One of them was 9, I think. Had the liberty of being 9 when they went camping. And I'm sure all of them way better off in a wilderness situation than me. Then again, this is New Zealand, where like useless birds die, and I don't know how many bears they got. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many predators are out there in New Zealand. Animal predators are out there in New Zealand. But I know in the States, dude, if I tried camping a mile away, I'm probably getting the shit kicked out of me you got goats and deer and mountain lions now over here. Honestly, fear for my life. Honestly, we need the Sasquatch. Can we get the Sasquatch? And how do we know that none of these are Sasquatch? How do we know in this video that none of these... See, is there just people following you? The paparazzi in the woods, everybody, New Zealand. Just unbelievable. Very cool, man. That's how you commit. Otherwise, an Amber Alert goes out and you're like a white ranger. Be on the lookout for a white ranger. This guy abducted his child. You know how many fucking white rangers there are in Houston? All right? I know how to break into one. I don't know how to break into a vehicle. I know how to break into a fucking ranger. Very easy. Yeah. Father of the year, guys. Father of the past 3 years, apparently. This bitch is just going, I'm just so glad they're all alive. And what are you doing working a job? You should be in the woods with Bowie knives and, just fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator face paint on, hunting for this man. Because odds were the kids weren't alive. This mom sucks. She's not very good at protecting her children. I cannot imagine how weird your life has gotten, where it's just the kids are gone and they're fine 3 years later. Well, not fine. Not fine for sure. You think? Do you think they they talk? I've always been kind of infatuated with the idea of a like feral teenager, not speaking a language and just kind of grunts and body language from the feral children of the corn. I don't know if they grow that in New Zealand. No idea. Listen. If you want to do some soul searching, go in and find yourself. There is only 3 years of camping or tragic alcohol abuse. If you really want to find yourself, what you need is either the most natural living that you can do or absolute poison for you. And I think that what a line we've rode today between Tom Phillips and JoJo Siwa. Saved it for the end. Didn't think we'd make it this far, but if you did, go ahead and make sure that you're doing the rate and the review and subscribing, the liking of the page, the hitting us up on the DMs. Let me know if there's any topics you would love to hear my humble opinion on, any drink recommendations. Once we get out of October, we could start getting into dems. Okay. Your mother will see me in the woods. Rest assured, we're going to be right back here next week, shaking babies and kissing titties and signing hands. Miss me?